Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Girl, it's been so much stuff that's been coming out about this situation regarding Carlee. I just don't know what I don't even know how to process everything. I definitely need time. Whew. But y'all be asking, give me 1 second. Y'all be asking so many doggone questions in the comments, and shout out to Gwen because I just did a video not too long ago, and she was letting me know that the police are saying that they traced her steps, and they didn't even find that somebody was following her. So girl, I'm listen. I'm confused. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, girl, I'm lost. Like, girl, I mean, it really ain't no confusion. What's really going on is that I am fighting with myself, okay? Because in my head, how I see this situation is that I don't want to believe that she ever lied about anything. You know what I'm saying? If she said that happened to her, I still want to believe that. But when you have like the police coming out saying certain things, like, it makes me be like, "Bro, wait, like, excuse me." And the neighborhood talk just put this up. So I had to go find the article, and the article was actually over on girl al.gov.com. And I told y'all earlier that Al stands for Alabama. Okay. So this is how they cycle a lot of their news, and it is reputable. Okay. And girl, this is giving, girl, let me just shit there. I'm having a hard time. Okay. That's just the short answer. That's like what is given. I'm just having a hard time with it all. I'm just gonna be girl. I don't, girl, I don't even, it's just sad. I'm gonna get into this article though that came up. Like, it's a lot going on, y'all. And the way that people have been like dragging her over on Facebook, especially the people from Birmingham, it's been really hard to see. It has. And it's like, y'all just give it some time. Like, wait, like, don't do her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us know exactly what she's been through. Like, she probably really was going through some serious shit for 2 fucking days for real. And then when you see what people are saying, and then the police drop a statement or whatever talking about it wasn't no evidence of her being followed, I'm over here scratching my motherfucking head. So I'm like, I'm confused. Cause then I'm like, so what are you exactly trying to say here? Maybe it's no evidence of her being followed because, and again, I haven't read the story. Y'all know I like to read my news stories and stuff with you guys, but it's like, okay, of course she wasn't followed because it happened when she pulled over. So when she pulled over, she got snatched up. So what exactly are you guys trying to say? Y'all saying y'all replay, y'all ran the steps or whatever. I got some in my eye. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all saying y'all retraced her steps or whatnot, and when y'all retraced them steps, y'all found absolutely nothing. So what's really going on? You know, that's just what I'm trying to find out. What's really tea? Give me 1 second, y'all. I done got something in my eye. Hopefully, I can get that out. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm girl, this is hard. Cause I hate to be like, damn, she really made this up. But we still, like I told y'all earlier though. Girl, it may look like I'm crying, but I'm not. I got something in my eye, someone's in my eye. But yeah, like I told y'all earlier, a lot of the details are going to continue to come out, okay? A lot of the details are going to continue to come out. Everything is not out all at once. I do know TMZ leaked the audio of the Red Roof Inn saying that I guess family or somebody. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can pull that up and see if we're able to check that out together. Let me see TMZ. Cause I knew I heard it. I heard it like that. I think early in the wee hours of Sunday morning, I heard the police call. So when the quote unquote family member tried to come out and say that it wasn't true, I'm like, how you know? So when I went and looked at their page, I just didn't feel like they were like really credible for real, in my personal opinion. I think this is it. Is this it? Let me let this ad play and then we'll get into it. Because TMZ says dispatch audio reveals Carlee Russell's family concern about her location. As you can hear, the dispatcher say they got a call from Carlee's family with them saying they got a call from her. Okay, so let me pause that and see if I can pull this up on the screen. I might have to, let me see if I can just do this. See what happens. Streaming from two different websites. Okay, boom. So this may play. All right, cool. All right, so let's get that up. Let's see what TMZ got to say over here real quick with this audio for people that may not have heard it. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. Let me see, because I'm not sure. Okay, dang. I was afraid that y'all wouldn't be able to hear it. Okay. I was afraid that y'all weren't able to hear it. Give me 1 second. Um, okay, because I'm doing this on two different systems, so it's probably not gonna work. So I won't worry about it. But if you guys get a chance, go over. I'll drop the link for y'all so that y'all can, check it out on your own. Sorry about that, y'all. So basically, on that audio, it sounds like they were saying that it was like six cars of, they say, family that were headed over to the Red Roof Inn. They had got a call from someone that was saying they were in the family and that she was at the Red Roof Inn. Now I'm starting to question things because I'm like, were these people really family like they said they were family? Or were they given a lead or made an assumption that that's where she was and that's where they went? So I'm starting to question whether it was really six, cars of family members, or if it was just six people saying they're family and they just wanted to, help out with the case and find out where she was. Because when it came down to her going to the hospital, we saw all of these people standing outside the hospital, like waiting on her as though they was gonna like ask her questions or whatever. So I'm like, them probably was the same people that was over there at the Red Roof Inn. So now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know how credible the Red Roof Inn story was when anybody could have just called and said that they were family and this is where she's at. Only for her to end up, walking into the house, at a whole later time. So, girl, the people just got me like all kinds of confused. You hear what I say? All kinds of confused. I hate that y'all were not able to hear that. I have to remember how this system is. But let's go ahead and check out this article because that's the real reason why I decided to go ahead and hop on live real quick so we can talk about this article because the headline, matter of fact, let me make sure I pull that up too. Okay, bet. So this is what Neighborhood Talk is telling us, okay? Hoover police retracing Carlee Russell's steps reportedly find no evidence she was followed. All right. That's what they said. So once I learned that that's what they're saying, I wanted to go find the full article for myself so that we could really get into some things and we could talk about it. All right. So let's do just that. This is crazy. Him try. Hoover police retracing Carlee Russell's steps find no evidence she was followed. And this was published on today at 5:30. All right. Let's keep going. Hoover police continue to investigate the disappearance and safe return of Carlee Russell. Okay. Combing through numerous pieces of evidence collected from the time she disappeared until her return home. Okay. This is what authorities are saying as of Monday. All right. More of what they're saying, they say each piece of information is helping investigators reconstruct Carlee's movements during the time she was missing. All right. Now, the Hoover police lieutenant, whose name is Keith, he says this is a tedious process, but it is important to make sure everything is evaluated so that we have the clearest possible picture of what took place from the time Carlee called 911 until she returned home on Saturday night. All right. Keith goes on to say investigators have confirmed that Russell left work from a business at the Summit, which family said was the Woodhouse Day Spa in Birmingham at approximately about 8:20. Okay. She ordered food from a nearby business, which was Taziki's. So she drove over there. They said it appears she was alone during this time, and we have no evidence that she was being followed. Okay. So that's where the statement comes in, where they're saying she wasn't followed when she left. So now how I'm feeling about this is, again, it still doesn't mean that she was not kidnapped. They're just saying, right? Because it seems like we took a headline and we ran with it. They're just saying that from the time she left work to the time she went to Taziki to the time she saw a toddler on the side of the interstate or whatever, she was not followed. So that's what they're referring to. Okay. But let's get into let's see what else they're saying here. All right. So it looks like they said Russell communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34. The conversation with the 911 operator ended and Carlee called a relative, which family has identified as her brother's girlfriend. Now, Russell went missing during the conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. After telling both the 911 operator and the relative she had seen a male toddler in a diaper on the side of I-459 and was stopping to check on him. Now, traffic camera footage was obtained, which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage is still being analyzed as part of the investigation and along with the 911 call to accurately determine the time frame. Okay. They said Carlee's 911 call remains the only timely report of a child on the interstate. And no one has called to report that a child is missing. Okay. They're saying nobody else called and reported that. She was the only person that saw that. Okay. Mm-mm. Girl, what? Let's keep going. Hoover police officers arrived on scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly behind. They located Carlee's wig, cell phone, and purse on the roadway near her vehicle, and Carlee's Apple Watch was in her purse. Hoover police detectives, along with investigators from other local and federal agencies, began pursuing possible leads and collecting evidence throughout the day, Friday and Saturday. Okay. Now at 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center received a call from Carlee's residence that she had returned home on foot. Hoover police and fire department responded to the residence where she was located. They took her to UAB hospital. She was evaluated, treated, released the next morning. Detectives responded to the residence and to UAB to take an initial statement from Russell. So it sounds like they may have gotten a statement from her when they went to her residence and then also got something from her when they took her to the hospital. Now, the details of that statement are a part of the ongoing investigation, which is expected to continue over the next several days. So they won't be releasing anything to us anytime soon. During the initial portion of the investigation, detectives were able to retrace nearly all of Carlee's steps until the point she went missing, and are confident that will continue to be the case. Okay, so this is what they're saying, and I just wanted to go back here so that I can say, listen, as I'm reading this, now reading the headline right out the gate makes me be like, what, girl, she wasn't followed? So what y'all trying to say? But when you get more into detail into the article and not just read the headline, they're not talking about when she pulled over on the side of the interstate. They're talking about when she left from work to go to Taziki's, and when she left from Taziki's to the interstate. She was not being followed. So nobody was already actively following her. So then that, I don't know, y'all. I done still got dang old confused with all of this. But I see what the neighborhood talk is doing, in my personal opinion. I feel like they don't believe her case is true, or her statements, or whatever she said is true, and you entitled to feel how you feel. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those people that's gonna be telling you that you're wrong for how you feel and you shouldn't think that way, and that girl don't owe you shit. I'm not for y'all feel how y'all want to feel. You owe, girl. All right. But I see what they did here with this headline. They definitely did that to incite more conversation and traction for their page. And they did that so that they could see more of the comments of people that agree with them, with their form of thinking. Because I believe that they think that she lying too, like a lot of people. That's why they labeled the headline the way they did. Hoover police to retrace Carlee Russell's steps, reportedly find no evidence she was followed. But that has nothing to do with after she pulled over. It has everything to do with what happened before that. In my personal, that's just how I process the situation. But yeah, what happened to her car? I don't know. I'm wondering if they gave her the car back. I would think that if it's still an ongoing investigation, maybe they haven't given it back. Maybe they're still running fingerprints, possibly, on it, because all of this happened over the weekend. So I don't know if they had time to do it Friday, or if they're processing the vehicle this week. Or what the heck happened. But I definitely see how they was trying to move with this situation here. That's crazy. Sounds like they're trying not to embarrass her, but at the same time, like, look, we don't want y'all blaming us. So it could be giving that too. It could be giving that too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just breaking it down for how it makes sense to me, you know. Because when I first read it, I said, girl, now what now? So wait a minute, did she lie? That's the first thing I thought about when I saw the headline. But reading this article with y'all, I'm seeing is more to that than just the headline. And a lot of times that happens. They know a lot of people with these blogs and stuff. They know a lot of people not going to read the details because they don't have the time. They'll read more comments than they read an article. The amount of time you went down the timeline reading all of the comments, girl, you could have finished the article by the end. But that's just how we is, right? But we don't always read the fine details to really know, what the people are actually saying. That now Keon, somebody he says, Jamie, is that highway really busy? I'm not from Birmingham. I ain't really like travel all up in Birmingham. I'm from Montgomery. But I did have some people comment on the last live I did, not the last premiere, but the last live that I did, and they said that they were from Birmingham, and that highway is very busy, very busy. So yeah, I did see some people comment that. So yeah, I mean, if you get on the interstate, I would believe all interstates is busy, child. Hella busy, but yeah, that's what it's giving. Like, this is crazy. I wonder what's gonna be the next story. But again, I told y'all we're gonna learn more details as it comes. I just did the video about the 60-some thousand. Then I'm hearing people saying it was $90,000. And I'm like, girl, what? They like, yeah, it was $90,000. So why y'all only talking about the 60-some thousand? And I'm like, so what now? So people gave $90,000 in donations, or is the other 30 or whatever, did that come from the GoFundMe that was put up for her after she had returned home? So I don't know. But I mean, all I know is what Crime Stopper said. They had $63,378. They gave 45,000 back. They put in 5,000. They got about 60 other donors. They gave the remaining portion, and all those people are in the process of getting their money back, which makes sense to me because nobody found her. Now, they did say they'll give some money if the police say that a particular tip helped them. Then they'll probably give up some money. But girl, I doubt the police, because if a tip helped them, they would have said it by now, in my personal. So I don't think nobody is going to be getting any money, which is why they were expeditiously giving these people their money back. Hello? Child, this right here is a mess, child. Girl. My initial question after seeing the highway footage was, so nobody else saw the baby. I assumed it was a 2-lane state road or something. That was my first initial. I kind of thought it was something like that. But then when they dropped the footage, I said, oh no, this is an interstate, girl. This is an interstate. But I mean, I don't know, going at that high speed, did they really see? Maybe somebody, if they was getting off on the ramp, like getting off the ramp going into, I would have thought they would have saw something. But I don't know. I mean, she said that she was the only person that called in. And usually when you have cases like that, I mean, you do get a lot of calls. I'm having a hard time because I just really don't want to say this girl was playing a game. No, and maybe it was a mental thing, or I'm struggling. You know? They have a statement from the police saying it was not real. Whew, and it was all a ploy to get back at her boyfriend for cheating. Listen, this is what some girl. I've heard that too, but I don't know. Get back at her boyfriend for cheating on her with a stripper that she cursed the hell out. It's on Yanni's channel. Now listen, thank you so much for saying that, Beth. It's been a lot of that has been coming out. I have seen DMs and everything. Okay. I have seen so many allegations and I have screenshots of stuff, but I have not talked about it because I felt like it would be a bit of distasteful to talk about, and it would like divert from the fact that this girl could have likely been kidnapped. But when I tell y'all, it's so many stories and allegations out there, baby. And I kind of feel bad for her, not like whether she was kidnapped, whether she was not. It's just like all of the stuff that's coming out. It got me like, damn. Like somebody done put up a TikTok video during the press conference, how her mama kind of pushed the daddy, like, get off me. I said, oh Jesus, what is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Like, mm, mm, I don't feel right just saying she a liar and stuff and this other stuff, girl. But it's a lot of stuff that people saying. A lot of people coming out the woodworks with things they feel they know about her. And this boyfriend situation, girl, boyfriend hopping in people's DMs. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It is. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I've thought about bringing that to y'all, but I just felt like it would be a bit distasteful and messy. I did. Maybe at a later time. But it's a lie. Him cussing people out and stuff. And some part of me was like, he should cuss y'all the hell out. Like, that's his girl or whatever she is to him. Like, y'all over here creating these stories and don't really know her a bit. So yeah, he in the DMs and he cussing y'all the hell out. Like he ready to, he want to see y'all with them hands. Like, so I don't know. Girl, I was not expecting this right here. If she wasn't really kidnapped or something foul happened, she needs to be charged. Whew. Okay, got you. Well, I feel like if it's linked to her a mental health issue, like her having a mental thing going on, I feel like she probably won't be. Kind of like what that attorney mentioned when I went live earlier today. I think he kind of had a point. Like, she might not be, just like a mental breakdown. It's been a lot of allegations about nursing school, her job. I just don't know, but I am glad she home though, because here's the thing: whether she was kidnapped or not, she wasn't at the house. Her family couldn't get in touch. They ain't had her phone and nothing, so anything could have happened. Whether somebody else could have harmed her, whether she could have harmed herself, So I'm definitely glad that she made it back safe and sound, for real, for real. But girl, when you have gotten the people all involved and then people feel like they're not getting answers, this is what happens. This is what happens. And, a lot of people are like, don't nobody owe y'all nothing and y'all distasteful. Girl, they do this with every case that goes viral. They did this with the Kanika Jenkins case, right? If the police weren't responding as fast as they wanted, people started to create their own theories, and then stories started to come out about the friends and all this and that. And that. Like, it happens. It's unfortunate, but this is what happens when viral stories drop and people feel like they not getting answers, or they feel like the police aren't moving fast enough. This is a part of that. I need the police to go ahead and expose whatever the story is. Now, while they saying they'll continue the investigation, it's sounding like they just waiting to tell the truth and give her time. I'm wondering if they're even able to talk to her right now. Because remember when her boyfriend made that statement earlier, he said that she was not in a place to have a conversation with nobody. Right? He said she was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at this very moment. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe the family's trying to find out what happened first before they allow her to talk to somebody else. Possibly. That's just what I think. I mean, it could be that they withholding stuff, to save face or whatever, not to embarrass her. But then it's also giving that, have y'all even talked to this girl? They probably haven't even fully had the outside of the initial, because they like to have more sit down, more interviews, more questions and stuff, and they only had the initial ones on that first night. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like if the public, I guess, continue to apply pressure, then it might force them to go and get more information from her. So yeah. Let's see. Was the line still open on her call to the brother girlfriend when the police arrived, or was the call ended on her phone? Her mama said something about the line was still open, and that's what the police said in the press conference, that the line was still open. So what it had me confused about, because some people try to say it was a three-way call, right? But I feel like Carlee could have already been on the phone and then called someone, called 911. And then how like when you get off the phone with somebody and you click over, depending on, how iPhones have gotten better, but it used to be that the person on the other end didn't necessarily hang up. Right when you click back over. So I remember, like, I don't know what kind of phone she got, but she had an Apple Watch, so I'm assuming she had an iPhone. I know I used to have to just hang up both calls. Let me just hang up everything to clear that other line and then call the person I'm trying to talk to back, right? But that's what I was thinking, that she was on the phone already, because even in the article we just read, they said she was already like on the phone with her people. So then I'm thinking she called 911, clicked back over once she finished talking to 911, and then after she saw whatever she saw, the phone dropped and it was still open, because the mama said even though the sister or the brother's girlfriend came to have the conversation and say, hey, I just talked to Carlee, she screamed, I think something happened, whatever, the mama said she still tried to call her even though she knew the line was open, meaning she wasn't going to be able to get through. So I think that's what happened, if that makes sense to your question. Somebody says black women will get kidnapped, who get kidnapped in the future will suffer by not getting the national attention they deserve if this is found to be a hoax. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. I kind of disagree with that. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that. Because when we get involved, we get involved. You know what I'm saying? Whether we get involved to find out whether somebody's lying, or we getting involved to find out that somebody's supporting. So I kind of don't think that it's going to stop her from getting any, stopping any other woman from getting national attention. I don't know. I don't feel that way at this time. I don't feel that way. I think if we were to make it a big enough story, it'll get, as big. And I don't know. I don't think it's gonna stop nothing. I think it's gonna affect her individually if it's not true and it was a hoax, but I don't really see it affecting women that come down the pipeline. But y'all feel free to convince me more in the comments. Let's see. Somebody says facts only. Drove on a shoulder for a long time. No kids seen. I mean, I'm just being honest, y'all. I mean, I can only just be honest. Although I do believe that something happened, did not necessarily see a kid in the video. It was very dark. Like, I only saw her get out the car, and once she went to the other side, it looked like she opened up the passenger door. After that, I really couldn't see nothing else. I didn't know if nobody was over there or what the heck was going on. So, I mean, I have to say, yeah, I didn't see a kid. I'm cringing on the inside saying this, especially knowing that the cops said nobody else called to report a kid. This is hard. They said stopped right at houses planned stop. Oh, you think the stop was planned? Okay. 911 wig screams she really had to sell it. Cops not looking. All facts. What we can see, not fake. Okay. Mm. Listen, this is gonna be tough. What you said? I just hope she ain't put all us through this fake story. Listen, the details will drop. They're gonna slowly come out. Yeah, it's giving. I'm believing she tried to get back at him. His position in this is sus. Who the people finna be mad at me? This is hard. I'm just gonna keep it to myself because I'm just like, girl, this here. I No, I'm not. I'm not gonna keep it to myself because it's really a damned if you do, damned if you don't, regardless of what I believe. I will be honest and say I was on his page and I was like, so you never posted her any other time before? No disrespect at all. No disrespect at all. But maybe when they broke up, he removed all their pictures. And then now that she was missing, it made more sense for him to post. Let's see what else. Hold up, what you talking about? The white lady who faked her kidnapping with the husband and two kids at home also claimed she wasn't in a mental and physical state to talk. Lo and behold, she couldn't talk because y'all know the rest. Who faked her kidnapping with the husband and two kids at home? When was this? I probably heard about the case. I just can't remember in this moment. So just remind me. Um, I'm mad as hell because I was so hurt and really actually praying for this girl that I do not know from Adam. I mean, really, yeah, a lot of people were praying for her for sure. She called this person, she called that person, she called Santa Claus. Not she called Santa Claus. So what? She could have done all that without involving the whole country. Jeez, Louise. Oh my. Mm. Someone says, I can't convince you. I'm still trying to convince myself. No shade. Child. It's getting not great. It's getting not great out here. The sensational part was the bait. The bait, baby. I fear this gives criminals more ideas to prey on victims. Well, see, when I first heard that, that sounds like a tactic that people use when they're trying to traffic somebody. So just hearing that, I mean, I feel like that's something that's already been an idea. I think they've always tried to, use babies in some form or fashion to lure, you know, women or whoever in. But I hate this. And you know what? I want to say this too. A lot of people I've seen in the comments, and again, I'm not going to tell y'all how y'all should feel about this or whether y'all should have questions, but I will say this. A lot of people say that nobody owes you anything and that you should not ask questions and this and that. And I don't think that's necessarily fair because then, like I was watching GMA, watching a news story earlier on this, and what did the reporter say as soon as she finished? She said, we still have questions, is what she said. This has left more questions than it's left answers. And then Gail Roberts co-signed. So y'all will be okay hearing a reporter on national television say that they still got questions and y'all will probably be okay with that. But then when it comes to the general public, it's not okay for them to want to ask questions. That don't make sense to me. Whether I agree with what they say or not, like that just don't make sense to me, personally. That's how it, I mean, whenever you have a viral situation, I mean, and it's sad, like I have to talk about the submarine situation, right? When the submersible was going down, like they probably didn't owe us nothing, but y'all got us invested. So now people want to know what happened. How did this happen? Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's what happens with news. Whenever something goes down, people want answers. That's just what it is. It's not that people aren't happy that she's made it home, so I got it. Like, I still believe her story in a sense, but I mean, I'm not going to discredit somebody else for saying, like, something different. If that's how they feel, that's just how they feel. It don't mean that they're not happy she made it home. It's just that they got questions because some stuff not making sense. Now, some of y'all was pissing me off on TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, when y'all was like, what abductors or what kidnappers just let you go? And I'm like, don't be dummies now. Come on. It's very possible for her to have escaped or for them to have let her go. Like, we see this in movies, we see this in true crime. If you watch enough true crime to know that is very possible, Um, but yeah, but I just feel like that's like, y'all will listen to it on TV and hear they got questions, but can't nobody else ask. That don't line up. Be fair. Be fair. Hoover Police Department said there was no child on the side of the road. They are still investigating, but they told me not to worry about a child being on the side of the road. They found no evidence. Child, this right here. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But we'll get more details. Because then what happens, right? What happens if we learn that there was bruising on her body? Y'all gonna discredit that too? What happens if we find that out? Or there were certain markings, or I'm just saying, if we don't know, but if there were things that could have led to, her physical appearance that could have possibly led to a kidnapping. I feel like some people would say that she put those bruises on herself. But I mean, again, we still gotta work on more details, coming out. Sherry Papin? Oh, Papini. Papini. Sherry Papin. I gotta see her face. Oh, no, she did. Girl, this was last year. Who faked her own kidnap? Ooh, she got 18 months in prison. Girl, no, she didn't. And she committed this hoax in 2016. The California mother who faked her own kidnapping. I know y'all like, Jamie, what you looking at? Because I want to look at it too. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. We're going to hop off Miss Girl for just a second, so y'all can see what it is that I see. And then we'll get back to her. But girl, no, she didn't. I did not know about this. I did not. That's her right there, Miss Sherry Papini. She was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison. So that means, girl, you still locked up. You got locked up last year. The California mother who faked her own kidnapping in 2016 in a hoax that was exposed with the help of advances in DNA technology was sentenced to 1.5 years in prison on Monday. Girl, no, you didn't. She was 40 years old, should serve 18 months in prison, followed by 36 months of supervised release. Girl, no. She pled guilty in April to mail fraud and making false statements. She was also ordered to pay nearly $310,000 in restitution. Good, y'all. It's never that serious. Girl, but I don't know. Again, some people have mental things going on. But ma'am, it's never that serious, honey. $310,000? Girl, what? 18 months in prison, followed by 36 months of what was that? Was that some type of supervised? Well, yeah, supervised release. Girl. Whew. It's never that serious. But what I wanted to highlight was the fact that this situation happened in 2016. She was not sentenced or sent to jail until 2022, which is real interesting because that's a long time. That's a very, very long time. So if this young lady, Miss Carlee, indeed lied, and if they were to, press charges or do anything, this is not the last that we've heard of it. And even if she was truly indeed, kidnapped as well, I still feel like from right now, this ain't the last that we heard of it, because I feel like more deep, we gonna find out more of what happened. I just want to hear more from not necessarily the family, more so the police, because when y'all don't really give us, and I get it, because they have to do an investigation. They can't give us nothing if they don't have the stuff to give us. They just can't do it. But it's all of these other stories that's pouring out. I'm talking about, girl, the people are saying some things out here. Okay, they are saying some things out here, and that's my thing. Like, those stories are being put out here, and we don't know if that's factual or not. I would like for something to come from y'all, because right now the voices of the streets, the people of Birmingham, are speaking louder than y'all. Okay, the people in that surrounded, them voices is real loud. Them stories is getting very big. So I just would like for y'all to just, like, it would be nice if y'all kind of said something so we could kind of debunk some of what these people are saying. But good. This a lot. She just wanted to be with her ex. Had the ex come pick her up, drop her phone and earbuds, and ripped a piece of hair out to leave with the earbuds so the husband would find her on her running trail. That sounds like a doggone movie. She did all of that. She not talking about Carlee, y'all. She's talking about the woman that we just who we just looked at on the article, Sherry Papini. I ain't know she did all of that. Listen, y'all. I want to tell y'all so bad, but I feel like it's ghetto. I feel like it's ghetto if I tell y'all all of that. I do. I feel like it's like it might defeat the purpose. So I need to sleep on it. I know it's one of those situations where somebody may mention something and then they don't want to tell you about it. It's like, what you mentioned it for if you ain't gonna share. Right. I get it. I get it. I gotta think about it, because it's just, it might be a little, distasteful, some of the things that people are saying. And I just would like to get more verification to know that it is the truth. But yes. Well, I didn't want too much. I just wanted to hop on real quick and let y'all know that the police are saying that they found no evidence that she was followed, and get into the story versus just the headline, so we could break down where that came from versus the narrative. I personally feel that, Neighborhood Talk was trying to put out, because the people gonna start chewing her up in the comments. I can only imagine what they saying. And I mean, hell, y'all chewing her up in these comments right here. So ain't no point in imagining when I see it. But not tell us, we won't say that. Y'all are too funny. But I might, if you in a Discord though, I'm gonna drop a link. If you in the Discord, I'm gonna drop a link. I don't even know if let me see. I'm definitely gonna drop a link for y'all, but I just gotta see something real quick. Like, I gotta make sure that because I don't think I did that. I didn't. Shame on me for not doing that. But if you are in the Discord, you shall get the tea. Let me make sure I share this. And well, y'all, yeah. If y'all in the Discord, let me know that y'all want it, and then I am going to share the link from where I'm seeing everything. Okay, from where all of this stuff is kind of coming from. Or if y'all just want like the screenshots, then I'll just send y'all the video, because y'all gotta watch it for yourself too. Because girl, the streets is cutting up. The streets have been cutting the hell up. All right. Say what? What did this person say? What did you say? Y'all know about AI, troll farms, and bots, but still believe this random cases. Don't make me scream. Do not make me scream in here. Okay? Do not make me scream. Hello? Do not make me scream. I'm still having hope. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't be like that, Antonio. Cause if you want to be real, I'm not gonna lie. Like I did, and I'm just being honest. And y'all gonna chew me later, but like I said, chew me delicately and softly. Okay, but I was like, what did an alien come get this woman? Because I do believe in aliens. I do, especially after that lady on the plane went off and said somebody was sitting next to her and the person didn't look real. Like, girl, yeah, like anything is possible. So I was kind of wondering that. And maybe she don't know how to describe her experience. Maybe she was the only one that saw a toddler. Maybe it had, maybe it was like a little AI. I don't know, but maybe it was something like that that could have really happened. Y'all remember X Files? Don't act like that. Y'all remember X Files used to come on back in the day? For real, for real. So I'm not gonna lie. Like I started wondering, like, could it have possibly been like, what if that would have happened? And we couldn't even see it on camera. Maybe they can't be detected in that manner. So I mean, it could have, like, her story could still have some truth to it. That's how far I'm willing to take it to believe that she telling me the truth. That's how far I'm willing to go. That we couldn't see what came down and got her. That's how far I'm willing to take it. You know, yeah. See, thank you, Autumn. So we see each other. Thank you, because things be out here getting real weird lately. So, girl, I just feel like anything could have happened like that, and that girl really could have. Now, see, y'all laughing now. Y'all laughing now. But should something like this happen for real, y'all gonna think about me. Y'all gonna be like, well, Jamie thought that happened the last time. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? This did happen to that person this time. Y'all don't act like y'all don't be falling down the alien hole on TikTok when they be talking about stuff. And they be seeing aliens and this happening, that happening, all that. Like, girl, okay. Girl, we is not that far off from Independence Day. So, girl, anything is possible. Let's see. Why would someone be following her if the only reason she stopped was because she seen a toddler? So why would someone be following her? I don't know. That's what a lot of us were wondering because of how long she was on that side, pulling up, on that shoulder, blinking her lights. So people was like, did she get snatched before then or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Did she get, and that wasn't even her in the car because somebody had been following her already. So maybe that's why the police came to the front to kind of like debunk whatever that theory was that we put out there. That's why they was like, well, nobody following her after a certain point or, ever since she got off work. But child, I'm just saying. They not on your FYP. Oh, you probably be looking at different stuff then. But girl, I be falling down them holes from time to time. Okay, so you be going down the rabbit holes on okay, cool. Okay, Kala said they don't. They said, girl, that stuff don't be on my page. I understand, girl. But guess what? It's gonna be on there tonight. Get on there and watch how it pop up. Cause I said it was. Watch that. And then you gonna get to thinking too. I know what you said, Antonio, but since you went so far, I had to go far with it too. So we both out there. So I had to take it, that's how far I was willing to go. I've been seeing a lot of this too. I've been seeing a lot of Birmingham people say that too. They the ones that's been coming out with all of these stories and stuff, you know, about her. But it's sad. I am trying to keep the faith. But if I was on the jury, she would be guilty as charged. Jesus. The person that took Carlee was the same man the lady said wasn't real on the plane. They the same people, not the same people. Mm, listen. Well, woo, we shall find out, y'all. If I get any more news, any more updates, y'all know I'll bring it to y'all so we can have a conversation about it. But yeah, so yeah, that's really it. I don't know. I might just do some stuff for my patrons. I don't know. Link and everything is in the bio. When you sign up for Patreon, you'll get access to the Discord link. But that's it. That's all that I have at this time, y'all. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one should any more details come out. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.